If you're having trouble with your Andersen sliding door lock not functioning properly, stick around. We'll get this one figured out. We had this sliding door installed about 10 or 12 years ago, and we have just the standard Andersen door lock that goes with it, and I'm sure many of you have that same lock. I had to work on it about 6 years ago to get it working freshly again, and I thought today let me do a little video to show you where I put the oil and so forth. So as you can imagine, coming home with an armload of groceries or whatever you have, trying to get in the door that doesn't function so properly and easily for you is a little tricky to get into. So let's see how we take it apart, and I'll show you the grease that I use for this one. It's not terribly difficult. Just have a little patience. It's about a half hour of time, and you should be good to go. Okay, really the only tools you need for this particular activity is a Phillips head screwdriver, medium to small head on that Phillips head screwdriver, and then I'm using a little tiny flat screwdriver, and not necessarily for a screw. You'll see what I use that for. You could get away, if you don't have a tiny screwdriver like this, you could get away with maybe a paper clip or something, and I'll show how that's going to come into play in a minute. And to lubricate, in the garage I had WD-40 white lithium grease. I understand that this collects less dust than your regular WD-40. It actually comes out, and it's a little bit drier of a grease. For the door lock, you could also use the graphite door lock lubricant. That works, although in our particular case, it doesn't do the best job because we have to lubricate a little bit more than just the actual door lock itself. And I also found that when you squirt that powdered graphite into a door lock, it can be kind of messy. It can kind of go everywhere. So I do recommend, if you don't have this in your garage, it costs a few dollars, and you can have, you'll have this in your garage for the next 10 years, and you'll have a number of applications for that. So I have this, plus I have the regular WD-40. Again, the regular WD-40 collects a lot of dust. This one's a little bit drier, doesn't collect as much dust, and we'll see how we use this in just a minute. All right, so obviously we're going to start this procedure with the door latch unlocked. Notice that when the door is open here, you actually cannot lock it. Okay, and that'll come into play a little bit later. Move this over a little bit for you. It won't lock unless this piece here, I'm not sure what you call this white piece here, but it seems to be it prevents it from locking when the door is open. So remember that when we put all this back together, because that was a little bit of confusion for me. All right, so be as gentle as you can, because you don't want to scrape or scratch your finish here, which you can see I've already done. I don't know if you can see that in the video. Just, I kind of marred the screws slightly there, so just be as gentle as you can. And make sure you have the right size screwdriver to get these screws out. And kind of marring them all up right now again. All right, and then they're nice and long. Set them someplace where they're not going to get dirty. And down here. There you go. Okay, this is a good opportunity to, and when you get all this taken off, all this comes out, to go ahead and kind of clean, behind the latch on both sides of your door. I was not able to get all of that off, the dirt off. All right, this is taking a little bit longer than I was expecting here. Doing this with my left hand, I should be doing it with my right hand. Okay, there's the other one. Okay, and they actually have a little lubrication on them as well. So, but I'm not going to add any more to them. They're fine. All right. So then just make sure you have a hand on both sides, one on the outside, one on the inside, and just carefully pull that off. and just kind of note what way, I don't know if you can see it, what way that silver piece is going. And then take a look in here and see where your lock is. See if I can take a picture of that for you. So try to clean up some of this dirt around here. I had it all those off yesterday, and I tried to clean this, and some of it's just going to be there. The finish has kind of worked its way into the white there. So just do your best there. On the other side, that piece just comes off, and that's just one piece. We're not going to take this apart. There's a screw there, there's a screw there. We're not going to take that apart. Okay, you see the locking mechanism on the back there, where your key goes. All right, let's go figure out how to take care of greasing up all these different parts here. Okay, if you want, you can take those pieces that we just took off and go lubricate them, and then come back and get the door latch. Okay, you can do that if you want. I'm going to show you right now how to take this piece out. So if you want to do everything together, that's fine as well. All right, so let's take a look how we get the actual door lock out of the door. All right, this is where some people might be a little bit hesitant about taking this piece here completely out of the door. It's really not a big deal. You just kind of pry it out. You maybe just pull it with one of these pieces here, and it comes out just like this. And it's really, that's it right there. That's the door lock. That's keeping you safe at home. It's really kind of a cartridge. So we can take this out. We can put a little grease on it. Yes, grease, not oil. And then this whole mechanism will work a little bit better as well. All right, let's see how we do all of these pieces, and then we'll come back here and put things back together. The first thing I did is to squirt a little bit of oil down in here, and then I put some grease over in here. It's actually grease, I suppose, not oil, right? So to get this piece open, I took a very small screwdriver, or you can probably use maybe a paper clip, anything tiny that you can get down, and just kind of open up that little cover there that these locks have on them. And hopefully you can see all that. Get that open. You might have to go down this way, gentle as you can. And then, let's see if I can get this. Okay. Right. Hopefully you can see that that's open there. And then just take your grease and squirt one little squirt down in there. You don't want to overdo it because it's going to come off on your key. And then just take your key in there, kind of work it around, in and out, get that nice and lubricated. Okay, and then the second thing that I did on this piece is right up in here, if you can see this notch, right there. Okay, go ahead and put a squirt there. Now I've already done this. Go ahead and gently put a squirt down in there, and then turn this piece a little bit. And then another little squirt down in there, and give that one more turn. Get my key back in here. And you can feel that loosens up nicely. Okay, just so it doesn't have any, feels like it has anything rubbing in there. Oh, sorry. Over there. All right, so you have that lubricated now. All right, now on this piece here, this piece is not quite as critical, but I went ahead and put just a little bit of grease right down in there, as you can see. That helps that move a little bit more fluidly as well. Okay, again, it has a clunk in it because that's your lock, and it does have some catches in there. Okay, but just to cover everything while you're doing it. All right, now on this piece here, I went ahead and squirted right there, just one little squirt, and actually one little squirt up there as well. These are all moving parts, and I put my little screwdriver in there. If you have a little screwdriver like this works well.
and you can actually work the locking mechanism back and forth. So I did on this side, and did the same thing on this side as well. Both spots, just one little squirt there, let it kind of seep in. Alright, and probably more importantly, if you look up in here, it's hard to see it in the video, I know, but if you look up in there, you'll see some gears, which is the catch point for the top part of this mechanism. So for that, just gave one little squirt up in there. Okay, and again, with that, go ahead back here and move it back and forth. And then on the bottom of that same piece, let's see if I can show that. It's really hard to see here. But on the bottom of that same piece, if you go down here, okay, you can see there's some gears as well. That's the bottom part and that connection there. So for that one, just go ahead and give one little squirt down in there as well. And then work it back and forth. I don't think we need to worry about this little catch down here. Seems like there's enough grease, and that seems to be working pretty well as it is. Alright, so I'm going to bring this lock all the way in, and then let's go put this back in the door. It's going to go back in the door just like that. Try to have this lined up right where it needs to be. Okay, so it was in the unlocked position, so that means when I put my latch in there, it needs to be just about like that. Alright, this is all greased up, and now we're just going to gently slide that right back into place. Okay, notice again the door is unlocked, the latch is unlocked, so you should see just a little bit piece of the latch here, and then the white piece down here is sticking out as well. Alright, now that you have everything greased up and you have your main lock back into the door here, let's go ahead and put our finishing pieces back on. Okay, now getting this back in, I'm going to take this piece here and line it up with the slot that's inside the door lock cartridge here. I'm calling it a cartridge, I don't know what it's really called. So I just line that up in there so that goes on. Okay, and this is in the unlocked position here, and this is unlocked here. And then I'll bring my outside piece, and I'm going to do the same thing. Line up that out here. Okay, and just kind of take a look on both sides, make sure everything's lined up. Move that a little bit, that's lined up. Alright, and let's get our screws back in here. I'm going to look at my screw heads here. I'm going to find the one that looks the nicest. The one that I didn't scratch up quite as much. And I'm going to put the nicest one on top because that's the one that you see usually. This one looks like it's a little bit marred up. I'm going to put that one on the bottom. And I'll put this one up here. And if you don't like the way the screws are, you can just switch them around. Check on the outside. Again, you do want to make sure they're tight. Don't be concerned that when you move the latch down to the lock position, it doesn't go down all the way, because this is not actually truly locked. Okay, if you push in your white piece down here, if you push this white piece in, remember that's what lets the door lock. Okay, so we'll push that in.
And look at that. Okay. And it's working pretty smoothly, I must say. All right, let's go ahead and close it and see how it works in action. All right, there we go. Looking pretty good. Now, the fact that you have to make sure the door is lined up properly with the latch on the latch catch on the other side, that hasn't gone away. You still need to do that. That's working very smoothly now. Now I'm going to go on the outside and I'll try it with the key. Oh, success! That worked really well. Nice and smooth. Did you notice I did it with just one hand? I didn't have to get two hands up there. Sometimes in the past, you had to get two hands on the key, move the door this way, that way. So that opened up very smoothly with one hand. You know, if you're carrying something, groceries, or whatever you have with that other hand. All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in to Lenderman Shop. I hope that this worked out for you. This can be a little frustrating. Just needs a little bit of time. There's our cat Lola needing some air time. Anyway, a little bit of time, add a little bit of grease, and it'll work like brand new. Thanks for stopping in the Lenderman Shop. Put some questions down below. Give a like, a share, subscribe would be fantastic. Until the next video, thanks for tuning in to Lenderman Shop. I'll see you later.